Hey everyone, it is Kalani here with Blooming Flower Tarot. How are you doing? Today it is July 2nd, 2026, and it's probably like, what time is it? Let me see. It is currently 12:41 in the afternoon. How are you guys? It's been a little while since I've been on here. My last couple of weekends have been filled with fun and adventure, honey. I'm young and I'm turned and I'm outside because it's summertime, but I'm still making sure that I dedicate and cultivate time for my spiritual practice. So here I am. For those of y'all who have been waiting for me to upload a video, thank you so much. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, Blooming Flower Tarot. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and all of your support. You are so kind. Thank you so much. If you are not new here and you follow me from TikTok, hey, what's good? Shawty do, what's good? I hope that the quality of the sound is okay. I'm clearly not in my usual place where I film, and I left my microphone at home. So hopefully it's not like too bad. Hopefully the echo's not bad. But I mean, we're adults. If you don't fucking like the sound, turn it down. Turn it down or click off. Like, I don't know what to tell you. The only other place where you can see me upload tarot content is going to be my TikTok, and it is in my description box below at Kalani Eleazer, CALAYNEELEAZ as in zebra ER. That is where you can see my other tarot videos. The only other page or the only other social media page that I have is Instagram, but my Instagram page is private and it's going to remain private. So if you guys see any Facebook pages, Twitter accounts, other Instagram pages that are not private, Snapchat accounts, things like that, and they're pretending to be me, report those pages, please, and thank you. I would appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get into these downloaded messages that I had for you guys. First and foremost, I would like to say a prayer before we get started. Thank you to the divine creator of all that is for all of your love, all of your blessings, and all of your support. You are a part of me as I am a part of the divine. Thank you. Being still, I know you are always with me, and every single day I wake up and I walk in faith because of you. Divine creator of all that is, I ask that you allow me to see what it is I need to see, hear what it is I need to hear, and know what it is I need to know at this time. I ask that you allow these messages to come out as clear and as fluid as possible and in a way that can be understood by the collective. I ask that any and all negative energies or negative entities that are attempting to impose on this reading be removed and rebuked at this time. I call upon my ancestors and my spiritual guides to protect me and help me and guide me through this reading. And I thank you all for your love, your blessings, and your support. Amen. Somebody going through a heartbreak right now. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's your person. I don't know if it's a distorted person. We're going to figure it out in the reading. But somebody is going through a heartbreak and somebody is going through a level up. For some of you, I have to do my due diligence and be honest. I feel like for some of you, some of y'all in the collective are the ones going through this heartbreak right now. But I need you to understand that this is what is divinely orchestrated, okay? We have entered the Mercury retrograde as of June 29th, 2026, and we will leave the Mercury retrograde July 23rd, 2026. From June 29th to July 23rd, we're in the Mercury retrograde, and it is in Cancer. So emotions could be very heightened at this time. You could just be feeling emotional with yourself. You may have not even been in a relationship. I don't know, but it's something about like this heartbreak energy. So we're going to go over the downloads that I have. I wrote them all right here. It's my journal. I love journaling, guys. Like I am a journal girl. I feel like journaling is such a healthy way to release pent up energies. It's such a healthy way to express yourself creatively. That could be significant as well. Maybe you guys are journaling at this time or have been wanting to get into journaling. A lot of people, just to go off on a tangent really quick, a lot of people are hesitant, I noticed, to journal because people feel like when you journal, you have to have a whole prompt. And I feel like this is because, at least for me, I grew up in a time where when I went to school, we would spend, some time, especially in English and writing, where we would be given a prompt. Hey, what did you do this summer? What are your upcoming plans? And we would have to write that prompt out. When you are journaling, journaling is really literally intended for you to just get your thoughts out on paper. You don't have to have a prompt. And for some of you, I also feel called to tell you this, you don't have to be all overly like spiritual in your writing. Sometimes you may literally need to write, I'm having a shitty fucking day and I want to punch a bitch in the mouth. You might have to write that out. Like, for real, you might have to. And that's okay. It's okay to be able to write that out. It's okay to be able to express that. But I feel like something about that energy is significant. Thoughts to paper, pen to paper, paper, pen to paper. For some of you guys, you could already be doing this. Maybe it's one of your ways or like forms of manifestation. I know for me, I manifest in a lot of different ways, but writing things down in a journal is one of the ways that I manifest because I need to write it. It's like setting it in stone. So something about that. Okay, to get back to my downloads, I channeled 5 songs. The first song I channeled was Get Up by Doechii and SZA. Next song I channeled was Upset by Drake. I've channeled this song a couple of times in these last couple of readings. And then I had channeled No Drama by Mary J. I think that's the title of the song. No More Pain. That one. I channeled Not Gonna Cry, Mary J. Blige. And then I channeled Heartbreak Hotel by Whitney Houston. Now, Not Gonna Cry by Mary J. Blige is the most significant song out of all the songs that I have channeled. I literally specifically kept hearing the chorus. Well, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry, it's not the time, 'cause you're not worth my. Well, I'm not gonna cry, I said I won't do it, not gonna shed no tears. That is what has been on repeat all day, all day, all day. So I feel like for some of you guys are going through a breakup or you're about to go through a breakup. Or maybe for some of you, this could just be a third party past energy that you have left behind, especially with the song Get Up by Doechii and SZA. If you have not listened to that song, go listen to it. It's a very positive song. This song was, I won't necessarily say a diss, but it was a diss song. Doechii had got tired of people bullying her, right? Tired of people saying that she wasn't talented and that she was an industry plant and she was a replacement. And basically she put it in her music. She expressed her frustrations through her creativity. That could be significant. Like I said earlier, some of y'all need to journal. Some of y'all need to get on that. But she was basically just saying in the song, like, you know, like, I'm good. Like, I know I'm divinely protected and anointed. I know God has my back. I know Spirit has my back. I'm drinking my water. I'm meditating. I'm minding my business. What are you doing? You see what I'm saying? So it's something about that energy here. And then the number 1, 2, 3, 4, things are happening in divine order. Things are happening in order for you. It's all about sequence. Even if you're not necessarily seeing these numbers as like 1, 2, 3, 4, you could be seeing it like, because me, I always see 12:34. Like, that's the time that I always see. But some of you guys might be seeing like, I don't know, you might be seeing like, I don't know, like you just might be seeing like 1, 1, 2, 3 or 4, 3, 2, 1 or something where you're seeing these specific 4 numbers in a certain sequence. And I feel like that is your divine spirit and your divine team just letting you know that things are happening in divine order for you. Now, in my previous readings, I did mention that during this Mercury retrograde, things are going to be shaken up. Things are going to be moving around, whether you wanted them to or not. We are in the year of the fire horse. And as I have mentioned several times before, my personal opinion is that this is the year of either you're moving with the current and you're moving forward or you're getting left behind. For some of you guys, there's kind of this energy surrounding you of conformity. I know I'm kind of getting on y'all ass today. I am. Don't get mad at me, Pookie. I have to tell you this because I love you and I'm your friend. And if I wasn't your friend, I wouldn't be telling you this. But some of you guys got too comfortable in a situation, whether it be in a relationship with another person, whether it be a business relationship endeavor. Hell, it could even be the residence of where you live. Some of y'all got way too comfortable just being in a particular space. And so Spirit is coming in and Spirit is shaking all that shit up. Spirit is shaking it up, especially for those of you who have been asking for change. You've been asking for new. You've been asking for, brighter days, better days, praying for the universe and for God, for the divine creator of all that is to show you how wonderful life gets. And I feel like right now you're kind of going through that transition, especially during this retrograde. You're having to release things. You're having to release people. You're having to release habits. You're having to release ways of being and ways of thinking. Some of you guys could be sad right now. But I'm telling you right now, you need to take that energy and you need to alchemize it. There are healthy ways to get over a lower vibrational feeling that you may be feeling. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like I can't get out of bed, if you're feeling anxious, go outside for a 30-minute walk. Oh, I can't go outside, it's too cold where I live, and da 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 da. Okay, go find a positive, read a book. You can exercise in your living room for 30 minutes. You don't even have to fully exercise. You can stretch. You need to do something. Movement is key. Being in the sun is key. Connecting with nature is key. Some of you guys might literally need to go outside and hug a tree or put your feet in some grass. Some of you guys might live by the water, or maybe you need to go and do something like by the water. I just saw someone like fishing, or some of you guys fishing. Fishing. I'm also getting someone tried to bait you. Someone tried to get you on their hook and reel you back in. Interesting. But it's something about that. I feel like some of you guys, not all of you, and please take what resonates and leave what does not. Not everything is going to resonate. So if everything that I'm saying right now, you're like, oh, this isn't me, da 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 da, click off the video, okay? Because what I don't want to hear is you in the comments, oh, you got it all wrong, and you should have said this, and da 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 da. Get the fuck out of here if that's how you feel. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the fucking patience. Okay? And then at the top of this deck, and this is why I had mentioned earlier that some of you guys could be dealing with a third party. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way, maybe next week. That could be another song that some of you guys could be listening to. I feel like there's this energy that's hanging on to your energy. I feel like the energy that's hanging on to you is an energy that is leaving you behind, or an energy that you are leaving behind. For some of you guys, this could be a twin flame energy. I don't really know. I really hope that this isn't like a love read. Like, I already know that's kind of going to be a love reading because, like I said, it's heartbreak energy, but I hope it's not like negative. You know what I mean? We're going to see kind of what comes out. Go from there. But it's something about that energy. I feel like something is being broken up at this time. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be a relationship. Some of you guys could just be leaving a job, getting fired from a job, moving from one state to another, moving from one house to another. But it's something about conformity that is being shaken up at this time. Okay? It's 11:55 on my time. So that could be significant. The number 11 is definitely significant because even in that song, Not Gonna Cry, I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Was at the job when no one else was there, helping you get on your feet. 11 years out of my life, and you can meet me at the drop of a dime. Some of y'all could be going through a similar situation. Some of y'all gave too much time to something. And maybe you're coming to that realization, like, I've spent too much time in this relationship. I've spent too much time in this job. I spent too much time in this house. I spent too much time in this state. Let's get into it. What's going on? That's all I wanted was 3. All right. So your independence out here, we've got the Whale. We have your Rees in the upright. We have transformation out here in the reverse. I feel like you guys were struggling to find your independence, or you have been struggling to find your independence. But with this energy out here, I think you're grounding yourself, and I think you've come to the realization that things do need to be changed. Some of you guys could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy out here. It's something about you standing tall on something, grounding your energy, and choosing yourself at this time. With this out here in the reverse, though, this is kind of throwing me off, so I am going to look at the book and kind of just get more information on that. But it's definitely something here about your independence. Sorry, the camera's flipped around, but this is how going in order. This is how it would come out. But it's something here about your independence. Maybe you guys are trying to move away from something because you're understanding, like I said earlier, like you're understanding that you just kind of conformed to something for a little bit too long. This is a very specific download that I just got. Some of you guys could be a little bit older, maybe like in your late 20s, early 30s, or mid 30s, and you still live at home with your parents. And maybe you're kind of just realizing, like, I got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been great to save the money. It's been great to be able to, you know, just kind of chill. But I feel like for some of you, I just heard not at the expense of my peace, not at the expense of my peace. Some of y'all can live in a very chaotic situation, even if it's not just with your parents. Maybe this is like a roommate situation, but it's something where it's like you're just coming to the realization of like, this isn't what I want to do anymore. This isn't where I want to be. I want to be more. I want to have more. I want to live in a better light and live in a better way. And not even necessarily saying that you want to be like this rich, famous billionaire, whatever. Some of you guys might, like maybe that's your dream, maybe that's your end goal. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to right now, you just want to be stable. You just want to be in a position where you could just wake up and have your own shit and not have to worry or deal with outside forces and negative energies kind of like imposing on that for you, if that makes sense. Wunjo is out here in the reverse. That's the hummingbird. 16. Some of you guys could have a child who's 16. 6 plus 1 is 7. So maybe you guys are seeing the number 7 a lot. In the reverse, Wunjo is a warning and a message of caution. Sorrow, strife, and alienation can follow if you are blind to possible danger or deception. Keywords: joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, and prosperity. Magical workings. So this is going to be for this rune. Some of you guys could have the initial P, but this is a rune that you could work, like you can work with. You can draw it on your skin, draw it in the air, meditate on this rune, okay? So magical workings. This is a wonderful rune for health and happiness spells. Sprinkle a ground vanilla pod in the shape of the rune on your warm morning drink, okay? So yeah, I do. I feel like you guys have kind of like you've been pushed to your breaking point. I do. I feel like you've been pushed to your breaking point. I feel like you have really reached a point where you're like, I cannot deal. And maybe in the past, especially with it saying being blind to possible danger or deception, maybe in the past you were. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like I've been feeling this energy of like telling people like, God is not here to punish you. Your spiritual team is not here to punish you. Karma is not here to punish you. So whenever you make these decisions where you feel like you've made a mistake, there's a need for you to understand that you're not being punished. It's just, a lesson that you're going to have to learn, a lesson that you are going through, a lesson where there's something that you need to work through via your spirit. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like whoever I'm speaking to right now, don't be so hard on yourself. You know, don't be so like, oh my God, I'm failing and I'm not where I need to be and da-da-da-da-da and woo-de-woo-woo and yada, yada, yada. Like, don't do that to yourself. Right now, you need to be speaking life into yourself. Whenever you have these negative thoughts or these fearful ideas and patterns or ways of thinking that kind of pop up, you need to replace that immediately with a positive thought. So if you're at home and you're, oh, I don't know if I can do this, or I feel like God is mad at me, switch that around. I am so loved and supported and divinely blessed in everything I do. And keep telling yourself that until you believe it. You understand? All right. We're going to go ahead and start with your independence in the reverse. Some of you guys could be seeking advice or had been seeking advice. Maybe these people that you were seeking advice from are the reason why you feel like your independence is kind of on the fence right now or kind of being played with. Tell me more. 7 of Swords in the reverse. We have Wheel of Fortune. It flipped out in the upright and then it flipped out in the reverse. So something about the karmic wheel spinning, but also something about some sort of wish fulfillment. Maybe you guys are seeking advice from individuals who live a certain lifestyle or live in a way where you like admire. Independence in the reverse, though, it is out here in the past row. So maybe this could be an energy in the past because this is where you are currently, I feel like. I feel like currently you're grounding your energy. But I feel like the reason why you're learning to ground your energy now is because there was something that was affecting your root chakra before. I do. Some of y'all really be worried about finances. You need to heal whatever energetic fear that is attached to your finances. Some of you guys could have grown up in a environment where it was kind of just like you struggled, like your parents struggled, you struggled. I don't know, something with that. Maybe that's also why this 7 of Swords is out here. Maybe you guys are like going to somebody, speaking some sort of speaking. Okay, you're speaking up for yourself, but seeking some sort of like spiritual advice or guidance. Some of you guys could have just started going to church again. Okay. Yeah, we have the King of Rods that just fell out here. You guys do have somebody who wants to offer you some sort of help, or maybe this is somebody who did offer you some sort of help. One more. Look at this. I just told you, heal whatever it is with your finances, because once you take this leap of faith, once you choose yourself, once you choose your independence, once you choose self-love, nothing is going to get in your way. Faith. The name of the game is faith. Oh, I love God. I love spirit. I love my spirituality. I love my spiritual team. I love my ancestors. But do you trust them though? Do you trust that you're being guided to go where it is that you need to go? Do you trust that you're being led down the correct path? We have shame and embarrassment at the bottom of the deck. What are you so ashamed of? What are you ashamed of? You should never be ashamed to start over if you have to start over. You should never be ashamed to fail, because at least you're trying. There's somebody out here who ain't even trying, but they got so much shit to say, so much shit to complain about. They're not even trying. You're trying. Somebody could have also been purposely playing with your independence as a form of control. I just saw in my head, I guess this is like a reminder. I saw a video on TikTok yesterday, and I don't know who the creator is, but it was this girl who's in med school. And she had talked about how she basically had relied on her father to pay for med school. Her dad's like super rich. Something happened where she started to realize that her dad was just being very like manipulative and controlling. So his form of controlling her was through, oh, well, if you don't do this for me, I'm going to stop paying for your school. And if you want to defy me, then I'm not going to pay for your school. And he would keep doing that to her, eventually to the point to where she was like, you know what? I don't need your money. I'll figure it out on my own. She took a leap of faith and she stepped out and she won a merit scholarship. For those of you who are not familiar with the merit scholarship, a merit scholarship basically will cover damn near the entire cost of your school. Anything that she has to pay out of pocket is not nearly going to be as great as it was before she got that scholarship. And then when she went and she told her father about it, he still was basically just like, there's nothing that you should be proud of. This is nothing that you should be proud of. You're still going to need me. You're still going to need me. But it is something that she should be proud of, because a very specific student earns a merit scholarship. Very specific kind of student. That's not one of those things, because he kept telling her like, oh, well, it's just a form. Anybody can fill out a form. And you're right. Anybody can fill out a form. But let's say out of 5 people fill out a form. One of them will probably get considered for a merit scholarship. 1 out of 5. Okay. So it's something about that energy. You guys could have someone, whether it's a relationship, a boss, a parent, a sibling, a guardian, I don't know. But it seems like there's just someone who's like purposely playing with your independence, purposely wanting you to like depend on them, because they know that if you don't depend on them, they're no longer needed. They want to feel needed. Needy. That's the girl's name from Jennifer's Body. That's the nickname that Megan Fox's character had given her. Needy. XO needy, or X out needy. Something about that. We have Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could be a distorted air sign that you guys are dealing with. A distorted mother figure. This could be a parent specifically. I'm specifically getting, let me correct myself because it's not what I just heard. This could specifically be a mother figure who wants you to like take care of her. She feels like because she raised you that she's entitled to your life. This could be a parent that is like trying to live through you. You don't need to leave. You don't need to leave. You don't need to move states. How are we gonna pay bills if you're not here? How are we gonna do this if you're not here? You're sick of whoever this is. I can tell. I have a tension in my neck all of a sudden. This is somebody who really they irritate you. Your nervous system is not regulated around these people. It's not. Let's go into this current energy, this grounding energy. Okay. We have the Hangman in the reverse that came out here. Fool in the upright. Hold on, guys. I need to check something. Yep. Concentration on oneself. Egoism, opposition to spiritual influence. denotes the positive inner forces which influence an individual and his choices. So you guys are going within. Look at that. Look at that. Emotional fulfillment at the bottom of the fucking deck. Y'all are going within. We got the moon card out here at the bottom of the deck as well. Tower has been very significant. This came out in my TikTok reading. So yeah, things are being shaken up for you. But things are being shaken up for the better. I'm really getting this energy that you guys are living in an environment that you do not want to be in. That's really what I'm getting. You guys could have been in a situation where you kept telling yourself like, oh, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave this person. I'm going to leave this masculine. I'm going to leave this feminine. I'm going to leave this house. I'm going to leave this job. You kept saying what it was that you were going to do, but I feel like spirit is like, okay, I'm not playing with you no more. This is what's happening right now. Remember who you are, Simba. Some sort of truth is being illuminated to you about yourself. I think in separation from these individuals and separation from this negative mother figure energy, whoever this energy is, even if it is a boss, like separation from this controlling energy, I'll say. I think it's teaching you how to depend on spirit. I think it's teaching you how to depend on yourself, and I think it's forcing you to step into some sort of fateful energy. And by you stepping in this fateful energy, you are getting some sort of wish fulfillment. I feel called to say, though, this wish fulfillment is not going to come from another person. It has to come from within. You have to be fulfilled on your own. You have to be grounded on your own. You have to be stable and set on your own. Not saying that you're not going to have somebody who's going to come in and assist you with these things and offer you help. We did have the King of Rods come out here earlier. Some of you guys might be getting some kind of community where you can depend on them and you can ask them for help. And the things that they tell you are actually going to be good advice and things of that nature. But there is a need for you to have faith in yourself and have faith in the divine. I just heard Looking for Love, but it was a song. It's either by Mario or August Alsina. So don't come looking for love. Yeah, August Alsina. No love, no love, no love, no love. Maybe that's what was illuminated to you. If this was a relationship, maybe you guys just started realizing, like, if this was really my person, if this was the person I'm supposed to marry and be with, they wouldn't treat me like this. They wouldn't dysregulate me like this. I wouldn't be feeling like this. I'm at the heartbreak motel. I'm at the... Tell me more about this moon energy, spirit. What's being illuminated? So we have the Two of Rods that came out, the Queen of Swords in the reverse that came out, the Hierophant, the Nine of Rods, and the Lovers. I'm not going to take all of these. I'll acknowledge that they came out here, but I definitely feel like, yeah, especially if you're a masculine, you guys could have been dealing with a really toxic feminine. And you know what? Just to kind of go off on a tangent, a lot of masculines do go through abuse. They do go through really bad things, physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. And I feel like as a society, we don't really pay attention to it because they're men. But the truth is there are some women out there and some same-sex relationships out there that are extremely violent. They're extremely volatile. Volatile? I don't think I'm saying that right. Sorry. But there are some relationships out there where it is really, really bad. And I feel like everybody just kind of ignores it because it's like I when I was growing up, I grew up in a time where if a girl put her hands on a guy, everybody would always laugh at the guy, and they would, especially in my family, they would be like, man, you let that little ass girl bully you. You let that little ass girl do this, that, and the third to you. Masculine, you're allowed to have emotions. You're allowed to feel what it is that you need to feel. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to express, hey, what you just said hurt my fucking feelings. Because whoever this is that you're getting away from, this is a raging bitch. This is somebody who's disrespectful. This is somebody where when y'all get into arguments, she calling you every name in the book. Oh, shut up, you bitch ass nigga. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Because this is a person who's not emotionally grounded or stable within themselves. Do you understand? I feel like what's being illuminated to you at this time is that this is not your person. For some of you, You could be dealing with a distorted air sign energy. Like I said earlier, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You're stepping into peace, though. Whatever this transformation is, look at you. Look at you, baby. Look at you, baby. I get money, I'm a star. Star, 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 star. I get money, I'm a star. Star, star. Yeah. This could have been somebody who was very seductive. It's like every time you try to leave, they want to have sex. They want to put it on you. I'm not going to say what I just heard, but it was nasty. But I do. Death is being brought to this situation, though, whether they want to or not. I want to say the longer you hang on to a situation that is not serving you, the longer you are hindering yourself from what God has for you. The devil is the author of confusion. Anything that God sends towards you will not leave you confused. It will not leave you disoriented. It will not leave you physically, verbally, mentally, or emotionally scarred. Especially in a community, my community, as a Black woman, especially in our community as Black people, we have to get away from this normalization of love, struggle love equating to real love. Struggle love equating to you being the best, ride or die. You don't have to go through abuse first. You don't. You don't. You don't have to go through these stages where people are blatantly disrespecting you and abusing you and manipulating you and lying to you and treating you bad before you finally reach the state of bliss. For some of y'all, if this is a love situation, y'all gonna walk away from this situation and you're gonna heal, and then you're gonna meet somebody who's gonna be the complete opposite of what it is that you're used to when you were in this situation. So much so to the point to where it might be kind of scary, because you're so used to operating from a dysfunctional space. You're not used to people loving you properly and taking you on dates and taking the time to court you, and not only wanting to have sex with you, but wanting to stimulate your mind and things like that. That energy is very significant. I'm telling you, you're walking away from a raging bitch or a raging guy, and you're going into an emotional fulfillment. And for some of you, you're not going to another relationship. You're becoming emotionally fulfilled within the self. You're going to find some sort of creative passion, or maybe you're going to start writing. Some of you guys might write a book, or maybe you guys write poetry, or you write music, or you might create some sort of painting or art or something where you're going to be able to express yourself and fully immerse in it, especially now that whatever this situation is being left behind. It is. Okay, we're going to move on to the hummingbird in the reverse. Now, earlier when I looked this up in the book, it was talking about warnings. So maybe this message is your warning. And I don't mean to say it to like scare you. I don't want you to be scared, because like I said earlier, God is not punishing you. The universe is not punishing you. The universe is not punishing you. But maybe this is just your warning of like, be prepared. I'm hearing that song, Lion King, Scar. Be prepared for the death of the king. All right, Spirit, I'm gonna move all this stuff over. Give myself a little bit more room. A little bit more room, honey. All right, Spirit, what's this warning about? Who's this for? We've got the Five of Pentacles out here. I always forget what the Five of Pentacles is supposed to represent in this deck. So let me check. Material or spiritual impoverishment, loneliness. I feel like Spirit is going to shake things up, because if Spirit does not shake things up, this person, this energy, I feel like they're going to affect some sort of fulfillment for you if you don't get away. Five of Pentacles, clarify. It's like I know what I want to say, but I can't say it. Six of Pentacles and the reverse. This person's affecting your finances. Greedy desire for wealth, illusion, and envy. Okay, so your warning is that if you don't get away from these people who are making you feel like you're less than, these people who are affecting your independence, these people who are affecting the thoughts on yourself, this is going to be the energy that you could be in, potentially. But this could also be the current energy that they are in. If this is, especially if this was someone who was literally only using you for your finances or your material aspect or gain, without you being around, they don't have a means. They don't have a means. Like I was saying earlier, this could be a parent, specifically a mother figure, who wants you to stay at home and take care of the household, and you're the child. Why do I got to stay at home and take care of the household when you're here? Why do I have to stay at home and take care of these kids that I didn't choose to have? Why do I have to stay at home and pay your way through life? Somebody is like really dependent on you for that. Somebody's really depending on you for that. This could be a Libra. We have heavy distorted air sign energy out here. You see the scales? The scales are not balanced so long as you're in this area, this environment. Even if this is a job. This could be a greedy corporation that you're dealing with. Like every year you're supposed to get a raise. This year your raise was like 25 cents. And you're like, what the fuck, in this economy? What am I going to do with 25 cents? Tell me more. We have the King of Pentacles that came out here. You got to walk away from these energies. This distorted feminine, this distorted mother figure. I don't know. But you need to walk away from this energy. Because once you walk away, I'm telling you, your finances are going to be fine. Your finances could currently be taking a hit because of these people. It's like every time you finally get a chance to save some money or put something off to the side, it's like they somehow find it. Somebody could know you getting paid before you getting paid. Is this a relationship where you gave this person access to your bank account? Because you know that if these people have access to your bank account and y'all have bills and stuff in y'all name, in some states you could be common law married. So even if you're not physically married, like you're going to have to file for a divorce because you're common law married. Maybe this person knows that. Maybe you didn't know that. I'm hearing it's not going to be easy. I don't know. Some of you guys, leaving this person is not going to be easy, but it's necessary and it needs to be done. One more. Yeah, it needs to be done so you can move to your fruitful new beginning in love, in finance, in prosperity, in abundance, in light. So you can move in a life where you're blooming, you're blossoming, and you're blossoming and you're glowing. You do. You got to get rid of these people, babe. You have to get rid of these people. And if you do not do it, Spirit is going to do it for you. I really need y'all to understand that. If you're not going to take that initiative, Spirit is going to do it. And some of you, I need to give you a pat on the back because you're currently in the process of doing it right now, or you prayed about it and Spirit's about to answer your prayer. Some of y'all been at home on y'all prayer warrior. For my warriors, a warrior song, my own, brave heart and strong, definition of a warrior. Gonna keep marching on to the sound of my own beating drum. Oh, some of y'all could be listening to Nas right now. Look, this is you, Divine Masculine. This might be a heavy Divine Masculine read. Y'all are moving away from some distorted feminine. You really are. And for some of you, it's your mother. This could have been a mother who, like, every time you brought a girl to meet her, she always found something wrong with the girl. It's always something wrong with the girl. Oh, son, I really don't think that's your wife. I really don't think that's your person. Oh, well, she can't even cook for you the way I cook for you. She can't do this the way I do this. She can't do that the way I do that. You're my fucking mom, not my bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to call your mama no bitch or nothing, but it's like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like, y'all mom think you her husband or some shit. It's weird. It's weird. I'm not your man. I'm your son. Treat me like your son. It's one thing to be loving and protective. It's another thing for you to want to keep me to yourself because you don't have a man. Someone's telling me to split the deck. I heard split the deck. Split the deck. The fuck is you talking about? I know what I be talking about. Look. Yeah. I know what the fuck I be talking about. We had the emperor come out at the bottom and y'all going to your wife. Masculines, are you going to your wife? I'm driving up this mountain so I can see my husband. Is that you? Y'all Tyler Perry right now? What? You're going towards your feminine, masculine. You are. And it's leaving somebody else. It's leaving this distorted feminine down like this. Some of y'all freaky. I just heard the song, where is he? Here he is. Here you are. But I just heard that song by Key Glock. Face down, ass up. Yeah, you got people mad at you. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Flip it where it need to go. But you do. You have people mad at you. You are my sunshine, my lovely sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Wow. This new beginning is going to be so emotionally fulfilling for you. For some of y'all, this is going to be a relationship and y'all got a divine connection and purpose that y'all supposed to live out together. Yeah. Yeah, you do. I really don't feel like I even need to pull any more tarot. I don't feel like I need to pull any more tarot. We're going to get into my deck. I still haven't really named this deck that I made. And I'm going to make another one because I just feel like I want to update it. I've had it for almost a year now that I've had that. But I don't know. What should we call it, guys? Maybe we should call it Gossip Girl. I'm going to call her, this is Gossip Girl. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because every time she going to tell what needs to be told. She ain't going to hold back. She's not. She just run her mouth, honey. She do. She run her mouth. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know from this deck? What does the collective need to know? I just saw Aquarius when I dropped those cards. So definitely some of y'all are dealing with a water sign, or not a water sign, air sign, but water sign could be significant. Your mom or whoever this individual is could potentially be a distorted water sign. Got to flip it where you need to go. Discernment. Your discernment is being heightened at this time. Some of y'all could have recently stopped drinking or stopped smoking, or even if you haven't like completely went cold turkey, you're kind of starting to limit or like decrease the amount that you do in a day. And this is helping with your discernment. Your discernment is heightened at this time, which is why you're in this energy of like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, access denied. Once you leave this situation, if you haven't already, somebody's not going to be able to have access to you at all. This could be a situation where you have left in the past and then kept coming back and then kept leaving and kept coming back. This is a situation now where like, you're like, bitch, I'm done. Like, I'm not going back. I just heard, Spirit, you're funny. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like back in the day with Jocelyn Hernandez and Stevie J. But Stevie, he used to always threaten Jocelyn. Keep acting like that and I'm going to send you back to the strip club. Yeah, that's why you do because I'm going to send you back to the strip club. And they got into an argument one time and she was like, well, you know what, Stevie? You're always threatening to send me back to the strip club, but guess what? I'm not going back. It's something like that. Like somebody try to hang something over your head. Was this a child? That ain't even your child. Oh, well, if you don't do this and you don't get to see him anymore. If you don't do this, you don't get to... Bitch, it's not my kid. I really don't care. I really don't care. But maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you developed a little relationship with the little shorty dude. Maybe you did. It happens. You get into relationships with people. You get to meet people. You get to meet their children and things of that nature. And then the next thing you know, you love them. You love them like they're your own, you know? And maybe that was a situation for y'all. But maybe some of y'all was like, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care because me being here is hindering me from what it is that I'm truly deserving of and what it is I truly want. A divine masculine is waking up. Yeah, for real. Whoever this is, this could be somebody that you got away from, schizophrenic, bipolarly depressed. I don't think bipolarly is a word, but you know what I mean. Go ahead. 44 on my time, 4408 actually. Finances going up and you're divinely protected. You hear me? Something about communication. And look, I don't want to argue with you. Now, the reason why I'm always skeptical when this comes out is because I always feel like this is somebody who does want to fucking argue with you. They do. This is somebody where when they talk or when they respond, when y'all are having a conversation, they're answering to have a rebuttal to what you say. They're not answering because they actually heard you and processed it and was like, okay, damn, like maybe I am wrong and I shouldn't have done this, that, and the other. No, they're literally listening just to respond. You could be like, damn, like it really hurt my feelings when you did that. Oh, well, what about in 2007 at 3:43 p.m. when you did this, that, and the third? Bitch, 2007, it is 2026. What are we talking about right now? Really, what are we talking about right now? But this is somebody who wants to communicate something to you. Some of y'all already left. Some of y'all packed y'all shit and y'all just left. And then here's my thing. Don't be eager to communicate to me when I was already trying to communicate how I felt to you and you kept telling me to shut the fuck up. Or you kept calling me a bitch ass nigga. Or you kept telling me, oh, I just don't understand where this is coming from. I just don't. You always want to argue. I'm not trying to argue with you. Somebody, yeah. I might just make this a divine masculine reading. Okay. I said y'all was listening to Nas earlier, didn't I? This the life we chose where friends become foes and the dough will get you killed quicker than you know. Any more? We're at 46 minutes in, guys. I'm making good time. 222 could be significant. Y'all are coming into divine union with your community, your spiritual community that you're supposed to be in alignment with your masculine, with your feminine, whoever. You're coming into divine alignment with these people who are going to support you. Yeah, something about a relationship, a friendship, or an intimate connection. I don't know. Family relationship. Some of you guys might be reconnecting with family. Maybe this was an individual who isolated you from your family for some of you. If it was like a relationship, maybe you guys are reconnecting with your family members. Reunited and it feels so good. All right. Aquarius came out again. Some of y'all watching me are in Aquarius, so you have Aquarius in your chart. Some of you guys could be dealing with a distorted Aquarius, or maybe the person that you're about to come into contact with that's going to be a part of your community long term is an Aquarius. Tell me more. I keep seeing the word no that keeps popping up in this deck. You're telling someone no as you're undergoing through this transformation. Something is making you feel nostalgic. Maybe whoever it is that you're about to meet that's going to be offering you some sort of support makes you feel nostalgic. They feel like home. They feel like family. Again, it does not have to be an intimate relationship, but it could be for some of you. We have new opportunity out here. Whatever this new opportunity is, it's going to have you in this passionate, new, loving energy. I think for some of you guys with this situation, this is a situation where like somebody just didn't think that things were going to change. Because you guys could have been entangled in this karmic shit for so long. Some of y'all could be like going through the Akashic records. I'm hearing it's deeper than you realize. Like some of y'all could be thinking like it's deeper than you realize for you. And what I mean by that is like some of you guys, maybe it's something about meeting the same person in a different physical body, being surrounded by the same people in a different physical body. Some of you guys could be meditating or going within and really trying to figure out like, all right, I got to figure out what's going on with me and why I keep attracting these kind of energies because it's not what I want. Yeah, you have this energy blocked. You do, or you're about to block them. I really genuinely feel like you don't want anything to do with this person. I think whatever the last argument was, whatever the last disagreement was, whatever was, it was the last one. It really was. You were like, I'm not dealing with this shit no more. Look at this. Karmic energies, balance. It's 8, but it's also the infinity sign. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. And if it goes up, it comes down. I know you're mad cause I found out. Want you to feel what I feel right now. And now that it's over, I just want to break your heart right back. Right back. Want you to cry me a river. I just wanna break your heart right back. Yeah, all this time I was blind, running around telling everybody my baby loves me. Then my baby loves me. Then my baby loves me. Check the text. Whoever this energy is that you're walking away from, they're going through previous text messages to see where they fucked up. But this is a pattern for them. I'm telling you, I don't think it's clicked for somebody quite yet. I think somebody is really just like, I'm gonna give them some time to calm down, but I'll see them in a few weeks. And you're really like, bitch, you're never gonna fucking see me again. You're not. Like, you're never gonna hear from me again. I'm telling you, some of y'all are finna move. When I move, you move. Some of y'all are finna move, but some of y'all are finna make a big fucking move. Like changing your number, moving out of state, completely switching jobs. Hell, for some of y'all might change y'all name. I said something about a divorce earlier. Some of y'all might be changing y'all last name. Like, you're like, I'm not dealing with you. My guy, my girl. I'm not. And this is why. This is somebody who can't keep their hands to themselves. Somebody who can't. This is a narcissistic individual. Somebody who does not take accountability. They can't keep their hands to themselves. They can't have a conversation with you like a human being. They talk to you like you're an animal. Not even that. Less than that. That's how they see you. They see you as a checkbook and nothing else. You could be a fire sign, or you could have fire sign somewhere in your chart. Some of you guys are a Leo watching me, or you're dealing with a Leo. I feel like this yes out here is just confirming what I just said about this. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. 5111 on my clock. The number 11 is very significant. Were y'all in an 11-year cycle with this person? Some of y'all could have been married to these individuals for 11 years, and you're finally like, bitch, it is not worth it. Because for some time, like, honestly, being real, we're humans. Sometimes you go through shit and then you be like, well, damn, ain't nothing better for me out there. I done been with this person for 11 years. We got this many kids together. Da 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 da. The dating scene is trash. Woo doo woo woo. Yada yada yada. But I feel like you're not dealing anymore. You're not going to keep putting your hands on me. You're not going to keep lashing out on me. You're not going to keep cursing me out. You're not going to keep calling me out my name. You're not. You're not going to do it. I just heard, what example is that for the children? What example is that for the kids? It's not one. Tell me more. Look, forgiven, never forgotten. And I think that's when this person's going to know for real that you're done. You're not lashing out anymore. You're not engaging anymore. Even when this person's arguing with you, I feel like you're just kind of like, okay, anything else? Because I feel like you already have the notion in your head. You already have it set that you ain't going to keep dealing with this shit. You do. You do. This is an energetic vampire. Anything else, Spirit? I just saw shady mother figure that showed itself to me. You could be an earth sign, or you're dealing with an earth sign, or you have earth sign in your chart. I feel like there's also a need for you to continue to ground yourself, like I was saying earlier, deep meditative state. Something about a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We are in the retrograde, and it is in Cancer, okay? Emotions are heightened at this time. Extraterrestrial by Katy Perry featuring Kanye West could be significant. Maybe you're about to meet somebody who's about to make you feel out of this world, or you're about to get an opportunity that is going to be out of this world. Something that you're going to really want to say yes to. Something that's going to bring you some sort of prosperity. The color blue is very significant, so communication is significant at this time. Maybe you guys are healing your throat chakra. You could have been somebody who was scared to speak up for yourself, but now you're not afraid anymore. You could have been afraid to speak up in a relationship or in a family dynamic because these people are very violent. So maybe for a long time, like, you just kind of learned to just kind of not say nothing because you didn't want to trigger these people. I'm sorry, whoever you are. If you're in a domestic abusive situation, guy or girl, that's never okay. We should not be putting our hands on people. We should be able to have a conversation and express verbally what's going on. And if we are so angry and so irate to the point to where we cannot, we should be able to communicate the fact that I am not in a position to have a conversation with you right now, and I need some time. With our words. cold enough to in my bones. Release the past. This person wants to communicate something to you. I have to tell you something, but I really truly feel like you don't care. And be mindful, because this person could be trying to say something just to like keep you near. Like, oh, I'm going to go to therapy and I'm going to get better and I'm doing this and I signed myself up for rehab and blah, 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 blah. Norbit, please, I'm with child. That's what I do. Oh my God. Have y'all ever seen that? Have you ever seen Norbit? Norbit was about to divorce Respucia because he caught her in the act of cheating on him. He literally walked in the house and she was cheating. And he was about to leave and he was like, I want a divorce. And so to keep him, she was like, Norbit, please, I'm with child. I'm pregnant, basically. So, of course, Norbit's like, oh, my gosh, like, I got to stay here with you. I got to stay here with you. Maybe somebody did that to you, masculine. Maybe somebody was like, oh, no, I'm pregnant. Like, you can't leave. And then you found out. I said something earlier about that kid not being your kid. Maybe for some of y'all, you found out really that it really wasn't your child. And that was the catalyst that really tilted everything. That's what made the scale go bloop. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like this is somebody who just wants to tell you something that you want to hear so you don't go nowhere. Even if it is a parent. Oh, well, honey, if you just stay here with me, you won't have to go out into the world and let your wings fly. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pay the internet bill. You don't have to go grocery shopping. I'll get a job and you stay here. You're my son. You're my daughter. You don't have to leave. Let me take care of you. You're right. I'm your parent. Let me take care of you. 3 weeks later, they back on the same shit. Not even 3 weeks, 3 days. Okay? Pray, baby. And you have been. You've been praying for better days. God is answering your prayers. Some of y'all could have found this situation hilarious, or maybe there's a need for you to laugh. There's a need for you to go out, see somebody, see something, do something, laugh, get your spirits back up there. You see what I'm saying? If God is for me, who shall be against me? Exactly. Your faith, it's important. Mirroring energies. You and your divine counterpart could be mirroring each other's energies right now. Whatever you're going through, your divine counterpart could have also been going through it. Maybe that's why you guys hadn't come into contact yet, but you're about to, because I think both of y'all are on the same page as far as like not really fucking with people disrespecting you. Sweet Honey Buckin', Buckin', Jeez, by Beyonce. Your patience is thin. Your hormones is right at the rim. You was just going in. Fuck it. Do it again. They yanking your chain, promising things that they can't. What I just said to you. What I just said to you. Somebody want to come in playing on your heartstring to get you to be in a specific state of being so you don't leave them. You the man at the bank? Question mark. You the man at the bank? Fuck it. You is or you ain't. Okay. Okay. Because what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Booking. Whoa. Like a mechanical bull. They yanking your chain, promising things that they can't. You the man at the bank. Fuck it, you is or you ain't. Hit the runway, I'm late. Psalm 136, verse 23 could be significant. Let's go ahead and read it anyway. Who remembered us in our lowest state, for his mercy endureth forever and ever. I told y'all, Spirit's not trying to punish you. Spirit's trying to help you. Are you open to receiving this help, or are your eyes wide shut? Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. But are you listening, though? What Janae say? You hear me, you don't feel me, though. You are not the only one. Okay, fuck it, it was Dominic, David, Braden, all of them did the same to you. Marquise and Sean and Brian, all of them had their way with you. Ever so often you get lost and miss out on everything. Shout out to Chrissy, that's my bitch, cause she tells me everything. And I was not the only one. Are you receiving what I'm saying? Are you heeding the warnings? Do you understand that you're here for a divine, devout purpose. Do you understand? Can I get 3 affirmation cards, Spirit? Two more. One more. I fucking will, because I'm badass like that. I am a fucking masterpiece. Fuck my fears. Taking that leap of faith. You are. Let's do a prayer. And I gotta get out of here. Because I've been on here for an hour. An hour. All right, Spirit. What prayer does the collective need to hear at this time, child? Psalm 94. This psalm could be prayed to bring an enemy to justice or for the triumph of justice. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth. O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Let me pause. Now, earlier, that song I was singing by Ariana Grande. All this time I was blind, running around, telling everybody my baby loves me. Don't be out here trying to get your one up. You understand? Let God handle these people. For some of y'all that be practicing magic and spiritual work and shit like that, you need to leave it alone. And I'm not saying that you can't protect yourself, but when you go around and you doing black magic and shit on other people because you feel like God ain't moving quick enough, you haltering yourself. You understand? Let's get back to this message. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth, O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth, render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, the Lord shall not see. The Lord shall not see. Neither shall the God of Jacob regard it. Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? He that planteth the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chastiseth the heathen, shall he not correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know? The Lord knoweth the thoughts of man, that they are vanity. Blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Lord, and teachest him out of divine law, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity, until the pit be digged for the wicked. For the Lord will not cast off his people, neither will he forsake his inheritance, but judgment shall return unto the righteous, and all the upright in heart shall follow it. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Unless the Lord been my help, my soul almost dwelt in silence. When I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, help me up. In the multitude of my thoughts, within me thy comforts delight my soul. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, and condemn the innocent blood. But the Lord is my defense, and God is my rock and my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord our God shall cut them off. Thank you to the divine creator of all that is for this beautiful prayer. Thank you for reminding us that you are always with us and that you will never forsake us. Thank you, Lord, for reminding us on this beautiful, beautiful day that you are here and you walk beside us, and that if you shall be for us, who shall be against us? I ask that the collective have a beautiful rest of their day today. I ask that you lift up their spirit. I ask that you offer them love, guidance, and healing. And I thank you for all of your love, your blessings, and your support. Amen. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much if you have stayed and rocked with me all the way up until this point. I really appreciate you. Please go follow my TikTok at Kalani Eleazer, CALAYNEELEA, Z as in zebra, ER. And I will see you guys next week for another video. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.